So we've all heard of the famous tag video of your one bag tag, basically meaning if you were only to pick one bag out of your entire handbag collection, what bag would that be? So you would ultimately choose a bag that can check off, if not all, the majority of your boxes for what it is that you would use that bag for. Now, with that being said, my friend Mel here on YouTube has actually created a sort of little twist to the one bag tag video, and she's actually done it in the way where you are going to choose a one bag that you will ultimately go for or enjoy or want to always have with you, and you are able to add a companion. So there are a total of 6 other categories of bags that you would choose from in order to sort of complement your one bag. Once I finish going through these 6 bags, which I will pick in order to complement the one bag that I will be choosing, I am also going to be adding a personal little twist of mine. Now, if you are new around here, my name is May, and we definitely talk a lot about handbags on this channel. However, if you enjoy also watching some styling videos as well as some travel vlogs, which I love to share whenever it is that we travel, kind of giving you my tips and tricks and also sharing with you guys what I wear during our travels, then I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. Let's get right into the one bag that I will be choosing, and let me know if you guys are surprised if you saw my original one bag tag video, but the one bag that I am going for is my Hermes Birkin size 25 gold with gold hardware. The reason why I'm choosing this bag is because I feel like the categories which Mel has stated will give me the ability to add different bags that will complement this one in the case that I cannot use this one for that particular occasion. Hope that makes sense. This for me is my dream bag. I am still over the moon that I was able to add her into my collection. I have sort of like a whole Hermes playlist, which I'll leave linked at the end of this video if you guys kind of want to go deep into that rabbit hole, but she's beautiful. She's my number one. I love her. I love looking at her. I love using her. Like, I have to tell myself, May, use your other bags. And to be honest with you, there are certain occasions where this bag isn't necessarily suitable. So there are other bags in my collection that I can thankfully incorporate in those occasions. With that being said, I do think that this is a versatile enough handbag for my personal lifestyle where I could incorporate her in most of the occasions that I do, whether it's day-to-day activities, whether it is a night out or a date night with my husband. I have mentioned it before, but my life is not very glamorous, so I don't do a lot of fancy events. Hence why I still would pick this bag, because even if I did need to go to a fancier event, I still kind of think that I can pull it off. But we do have a category which Mel has allowed us in order to choose a more sort of elegant bag, so that one will complement my Birkin in that sense. But yes, this is actually the one bag that I will choose. Again, let me know if it surprises you, because if you have watched the original video, it is a completely different bag. Go ahead and dive into these 6 categories that Mel has allowed us to kind of incorporate other bags in order to complement this one. And the first one is an evening bag. So the evening bag that I would choose in order to complement my one bag tag option would be my YSL Uptown pouch. I do have a few evening bag kind of picks that I could have chosen. However, I do feel like this bag is so perfect for that type of occasion. She's very comfortable to carry. I love holding her, whether it is in my hand or whether it is placing it under my arm. I think it is a very sleek style that can be incorporated very nicely in those kind of more formal events. She also fits a good amount of things, and ultimately I just think that this color is my go-to. The next category is going to be a crossbody bag, and for that one I am choosing to go with my Hermes Eveline, the TPM or the small size. Now, I do like a top handle in my handbags. However, I have shared with you guys how it is that you can style twillies within this piece, and I can ultimately add a twilly in order to give me that top handle option. So I feel like this is a great crossbody option. For me, if I am going for a crossbody bag, most likely I am wearing it in a casual setting, and I do think that the Evelyn definitely has that casual style to her. So I wouldn't pick sort of like a dressier bag for this option, simply because I want it to be suitable for the type of event that I would be using it for. With that being said, I really like the fact that I can add the little twilly as a decorative detail, but at the same time, it allows me to use it as a quick little top handle moment if I needed to. Okay, next up we have a shoulder bag, and this is a handbag that I unfortunately do not use as often as I should, and that is going to be my YSL. This is the Lulu in the size medium. The color is also dark beige. I love this bag, you guys, and anytime that I grab it and I do decide to use her, she is so enjoyable to use. However, I am not really like a shoulder type of handbag gal. I'm definitely more of a top handle option, and then I do enjoy a crossbody strap, but a shoulder bag for me, it's not something that I gravitate to as much as I did in previous years. So for that reason, I would most definitely pick this one. I think it's a very classic style. It's a style that is also very comfortable to use. I love how this handbag has the compartments inside. I think that they're very easy to use and very easy to put your things and keep them organized. So again, whenever I do grab her, it kind of like brings back such good memories, and it makes me think of like, wow, this is such a fun bag to use. Also, the capacity of this bag is pretty large for me and my current necessities that I carry in my bags, hence why I tend to go towards smaller style bags. But regardless, if I could only choose my one bag, which would be my Birkin 25, and add a shoulder bag in order to complement that one, this one would be it. The next option that Mel has allowed us to pick from in order to complement our one bag, and that is a top handle option. Now, as you guys can see, my Birkin already has that top handle option, but if she's allowing me to choose another bag, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that, and that is going to be my Polène number 1. I'm simply going for this one because I honestly love my Polène bags. I feel like Polène does some of the most unique styles and I really enjoy them. So for that reason, I definitely wanted to be able to add a Polène bag to complement my Birkin. And even though the Birkin has the option of the top handle, I think that we can all agree that there are certain situations where maybe the Birkin wouldn't be appropriate for. Therefore, it's nice to have an alternative option to go for. All right, and then diving into the last category, and that is going to be a crook of the arm handbag. Don't forget, don't leave, because I do have an honorable mention, which you guys will be surprised about. When Mel mentioned a crook of the arm sort of category, I was like, isn't that the same thing as a top handle? Not necessarily, because I then kind of thought about it a little bit more, and a top handle is sort of kind of like a little carry in your hand moment, where a crook of the arm, I want to make sure that I have something that's comfortable to literally throw on the crook of my arm. That is if I'm wearing a blazer, maybe a coat or a jacket, and not all handbags that have a top handle make it comfortable for you to be able to put it on the crook of your arm. So now that I got that little explanation out of the way, my choice is going to be my Polène seam in the size mini. This bag is just so comfortable to carry as a crook of the arm bag. It does have two top handles, so I feel like that helps, especially distributing the weight of the bag. And I have used this bag as a travel bag. It was initially the reason why I added it to my collection to begin with, because I wanted to have a black sleek bag that would be elegant and chic in a way, but at the same time would be comfortable for me to take whenever I am on vacation. So this one would be my go-to. It's also very easy to use for errands or just days out. And I really like the fact that you have the options of kind of styling it differently. So you can cinch it out and kind of give it a completely different look. And then if you wanted to make it a smaller option, like to take it into nighttime, then you can cinch in those sides and it looks like a completely different bag. All right, so those are my picks from the 6 categories that Mel has allowed us to sort of pick from in order to complement complement our one bag tag, which I said would be my Birkin 25. Now, I did explain the reasons as to why I chose this one, and with all that being said, and including the 6 additional bags that she has allowed us to pick from in order to complement your one bag tag, I wanted to sort of add a kind of fun little twist into it, and I am going to make this a one bag tag plus one. I would just pick this bag plus another one, and that second bag would be able to do all of the things that those other 6 bags were chosen for. And I think you guys will not be surprised to know that that is my Speedy V25 in the damier Ben. So as I said at the beginning of this video, if you caught my original one bag tag video, this was the bag that I mentioned because I honestly think that this handbag can pretty much do it all in this specific print. I do say this specific print because as this print is so much more kind of carefree, it allows you to be able to incorporate it in so many different occasions and not have to worry about if it is damier azur, maybe the canvas getting stained, or if you have the damier azur or the monogram, then you also have to care for the vaquera, which can definitely get stained, get watermarks, and so on and so forth. The damier Ben is extremely carefree. It's very durable. It's also very easy to clean and kind of care for. So I feel like this bag will definitely check off all those categories. And then I also get to keep my beautiful Birkin as my one tag plus this one in order to make sure that I check off all those boxes. So I want to thank Mel for creating this tag. I will also, of course, leave her video down below for you guys to check out. Now, of course, I want to hear what would be your one bag tag. Also, let me know in the comment section down below, what is that one bag that you really love, that you ultimately would not want to get rid of, that you feel can check off the majority of these boxes and that you really enjoy using from your collection. As always, I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to hang out with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.